So we are entrepreneurs. How can LinkedIn help us? So there's a number of different ways LinkedIn can help us to grow our business. Let's draw up a list of the different ways we can use its services. So start firing off a few. How can it help us? Already discussed some of them this morning. Networking. Okay, so we can start to network with people. We can raise our profile. So we can build a really strong profile. And you can do that. You can probably have a really strong profile by this time tomorrow if you want to. You have to do a little bit of work. And I don't know your profiles. Some of you might have really good ones. But you can raise the profile. You can sell and promote products and services, which is great. I mean, LinkedIn encourages you to do this, but you've got to do it in the right manner. Build your connections. And these are, look at connections as currency. Okay, they're valuable. How many of you here, when Facebook came out, and I think Facebook really clamped down on this with like spam levels, how many of you still get connection requests from people you've got no idea who they are? So one of the first things you look for is who are they connected to in your group, in your connections list. That's what I do. Now, what about LinkedIn? How does that work with connections? Do we need to know them? We don't, no. We don't. Initially, that should be our first port of call, is to connect with people that we know. And there's a number of ways that we can do that. Because they might have second-degree connections, or first-degree connections, or our second-degree connections, that we can start connecting with them. Okay? So we'll talk about the connection strategy later on, about viewing profiles of people you might be interested in with, waiting till they view you back, because they will. If someone views your profile, you go and view theirs. So that little introduction has been done. Connections, generating influencer status, which is difficult to do, to be an influencer. Now, I'm not saying, yeah, let's all aim for influencer status, which is, an influencer is someone on Facebook who posts really good, engaging articles and updates that people consistently engage on. So they're a key influencer. And LinkedIn will determine that. And there's only a small number of them. But we can use these influencers to help us to create our own articles and our own posts. Because in my mind, if they're doing something and people are liking their content, should we use that? Should we replicate it? I'm not saying copy what they're doing, but use them as a system about what they're doing, a template to create our own stuff. Seeking opportunities, recruiting staff if you want to. How many of you would use LinkedIn to recruit staff? Yeah, absolutely. Headhunting, generating recommendations and testimonials, authority and credibility, and also generating leads. So we want to gain authority and credibility on our LinkedIn profile. It's got to be good. So those are the different key areas that I believe LinkedIn can help us, that it can be of benefit to us.